Zagville, happy 2024. Let's get this brand new year rolling tonight. It is the opener in the West Coast Conference schedule for number 24 Gonzaga. They're 9-4. They welcome in the Pepperdine Wave. They are 7-8. It is also the Community Cancer Fund night tonight here at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. We'll be talking about that throughout this game. What an exciting night it is. Welcome courtside. Greg Heister along with Richard Fox. It is a new year. The Zags have lost 2 out of their last 3. But, man, it is go time now.
Yeah, there's something, that non-conference slate is super exciting, particularly for fans. But once you get into conference play, particularly as a team, there's a lot to get juiced up for, excited about. It starts tonight for Gonzaga and Pepperdine.
All right, the stalwarts inside for head coach Mark Few, Graham Ike, Anton Watson. Man, they have been consistent and bringing it every game.
Yeah, that's one of the takeaways from the non-conference slate is just how good these guys can be when they're right. Best game of the year for Graham Ike, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5th double-double of the year. And Anton Watson, night in and night out, has just been consistent. Great effort over 40 minutes against San Diego State, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 assists, Greg. That's what you come to expect from Watson, just well-rounded, does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we show the offense, but defensively, Anton Watson has been as important to this program as anybody ever on the defensive end, and Graham Ike really feeling comfortable.
Yeah, people forget Ike didn't play at all last year. It seems like he's finally got his legs, has his confidence and his rhythm. I think he's poised to have a huge season in conference play.
All right, let's talk about Pepperdine. They bring the 2 leading scorers in the West Coast Conference into this game in Millette and Ajayi. Gonzaga's defense is going to have to be sound tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of firepower with this Pepperdine team. It starts with Ajayi, transferred from Pierce College here in the state of Washington, can score on multiple levels, does a good job from the three-point line, really a combo forward, really presents some challenges for Gonzaga, Watson in particular, and then Mallette. This is a name Gonzaga fans will be familiar with. A really dynamic guard, shoots 40% from the three-point line, and he can get hot in a hurry. It's going to be important for Gonzaga that they stay attached to both those guys. Don't let them get going here early in the game.
Yeah, you see that 17 points per game per player. Throw in Javon Porter. He's back. His 3rd game back for Pepperdine. Ladies and gentlemen, we got an interesting one tonight. As Gonzaga begins the West Coast Conference schedule, it is time to get it rolling. Zags, Pepperdine, starting lineup tip-off when we come back. And welcome back to the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. And it is a sellout tonight. Gonzaga, ranked number 24 in the nation, still in the top 25 now for 142 consecutive weeks. So not all has been lost, with losses in 2 of their last 3. A lot to get going. And Pepperdine tonight looking for a big victory. Here's tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Numerica Credit Union. Millette, Ajayi, Anderson, Koulibaly. He's good defensively at 6'10", can block some shots. Javon Porter, his first start of the season for Pepperdine. He's a tough one. Nemhard, Stromer, Hickman, Ike, and Anton Watson getting the start again tonight for head coach Mark Few. Lorenzo Romar, 9th overall season for Pepperdine. He's the head coach. Been around, of course, he was a long-time head coach at University of Washington. Been at Pepperdine for 2 different stints. He knows this program well. Coach Few knows his program well. And, of course, Coach Few, 3 wins shy of 700 career victories. And interesting tonight, we had the team from 1999 honored prior to the game. We're efforting an interview with Quentin Hall a little bit later during the broadcast. Of course, those victories were not Coach Few's. Those were Dan Munson's.
Yeah, and look, it's remarkable, the consistency. But we take a look at the keys to the game real quick for Gonzaga. You've got to value the ball. This is a team in Gonzaga that has stretches in games where they cough it up and they really pay for that. This is a Pepperdine team that struggles defensively. Just value the ball, be patient, and then defensively take care of the glass. Pepperdine gets over 10 offensive rebounds per game. Don't give them those second chance opportunities for Pepperdine. Don't settle. They've got a lot of firepower offensively, but at times shot quality is a question. Take your time, take good shots, and finally defend the paint, Greg. This is a team, obviously, that in Gonzaga that's dominant inside but has struggled to start the year from the three-point line. Make Gonzaga prove it to you first from three and try to muck it up, clog up that lane if you can.
And those keys to the game were brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. There's the scene. 10 to 12,000. I never did get an official number of fans, but it is a sellout, somewhere between 10 and 12,000. Hope to get you the number. There is the team, of course, right in the middle there, standing at the 50-yard line. That's Casey Calvary. To Casey's left is Zach Gord. To his right, Matt Santangelo. There's Scott Snyder. There's Quentin Hall. Looks like Ryan Floyd.
Yep. Matt Santangelo.
Look at those guys.
Those
are the days.
Well, look, if you're a Zag fan, particularly if you live here in Spokane in the Northwest, these are legends. Still a lot of respect for what those guys started. And to your point earlier, Greg, before we got into those keys to the game, what's remarkable is, how hard, what would this have looked like after the first 2 or 3 seasons had Gonzaga stumbled and not gotten to the tournament? Mark Few's ability and those players' ability to keep this thing going really is why we're here today, 142 weeks straight in the top 25.
Well, it's almost like there was divine intervention in some of those years back there. Remember, it was the University of Minnesota that had the academic fraud on the eve of the NCAA tournament, which really limited their ability. That was a really good team.
Yep.
Could have gone to a Final Four, and Gonzaga was able to get it going, beat them without them at full strength, and, of course, the rest is history. And what a run it's been, but really awesome to see those guys, and it's been a long time.
Yeah, I saw, that first Final Four run, a lot of those guys came out of the woodwork to go down to Phoenix, and I remember going down there to witness those games. That was a lot of fun. That's a really fun group. I would imagine they're going to have a great time over the weekend as we see why we're delayed here. No pressure, buddy. Well, no pressure. No one's watching.
Yeah, he is working hard. I wish I had his name. He needs to get some bonus pay tonight.
Yeah, really.
I mean, he's up on a ladder. There's no harness on him. Where's OSHA?
I think they're looking the other way.
This guy is risking life and limb. That's how important this game is tonight.
I think we might got it. We might have it here. He's checking.
He should be getting a standing ovation any moment. Now Vern Harris, you can see Vern Harris, the official, over to check on the progress of the net. This is like play-by-play of putting a net on a rim. There it is. There it is. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. 45 straight wins over Pepperdine. We should have waited till later in the game to bring that up.
Well,
look, you believe in jinxes?
All streaks come to an end, don't they?
No, no, Richard, they don't. They never do. Yes, well, all right. I think we're ready to play some basketball. There's Dusty Stromer. There's Anton Watson. Gotta love watching him play basketball. And here we go. The officials just asked us if we were ready to go.
Finally.
Like we've been slowing the whole thing down.
Finally.
But at least he knows who's in charge.
I was going to say, I think every game they should come ask us first.
All right. Ayayi against Graham Ike against Koulibaly. And it's Pepperdine basketball to begin. There's Koulibaly. Trying to get it down to the low post. The catch, Nembhard there for the double. Stromer doing a good job, but fighting through it was Ajayi. And that's Porter missing everything. Long rebound to Hickman. Here comes Gonzaga. First possession on the offensive end. Anton Watson. Nembhard, here's Hickman. Again, they'll try to feed the post, and now they'll swing it. Ike trying to go high-low. 15 on the shot clock. Nembhard on Koulibaly. Man, Koulibaly 3 blocks in his last 3 games, or 3 blocks per game in his last 3.
Yeah, he's been dominant, just struggled with injuries throughout his career, but when he's right, he has a real impact, particularly with those block shots.
Anderson, the drive going hard to the rim, and the spinning finish, 2-0 Pep.
Yeah, tough finish. Anderson transferred from Wyoming, started his career at USC. He's been a nice addition for Coach Romar. You see his size, able to play through that contact.
Stromer to Watson. This is a Pepperdine team that's under 500, but they've played most of this season without Javon Porter, a guy that started all 31 games for him a year ago as we watch Anderson spinning to the bucket. But this is a Pepperdine team that could be dangerous tonight. You got the 2 leading scorers, Richard, at 17 points a game. You throw in Porter, he has a big game tonight. Now you're looking at, you're going to have to outscore him.
Yeah, that's an impressive big 3 if you're Pepperdine, as you see Porter tee it up, and this is something he can do. 35% from 3 on his career.
And the offensive rebound by Ajayi, but he turned it over.
Stepped out of bounds,
but Porter is a guy that a lot of guys are talking about. There's some NBA chatter about Porter.
Well, look, he's got the length. I mean, he's all of 6'11", 220. He profiles as a guy who can play on the perimeter, maybe even defend out there. You know, if he can get healthy and put it together, the sky's the limit.
Anton Watson running jump hook. EK battling, earn the rebound, and now he'll try to back it in on Coulibaly. Jump hook, left hand, good. Well, tied at 2.
No double coming from Pepperdine. EK just goes to work. Coulibaly is a good defender, but doesn't have the strength, good patience there from EK.
And Stromer trying to deny the pass, almost deflected the ball to Nembhard for the turnover. Pepperdine can turn the ball over. There was a lot of chatter today at shoot-around about that. Coach Few wanting the Zags up into the chests of these Waves ball handlers. And there you see the skill of Porter working on Watson, left hand, cleared by EK. Ryan Nembhard, Stromer. Pepperdine doing a good job to get back defensively. EK the catch, and he slipped and touched that end line. And this is where we start to talk about the fact that this floor is on top of ice. Spokane Chiefs play hockey here.
Is that why my feet are so cold?
I've called other games in here, and it does create moisture, some condensation at times in spots on the floor. And again, can't confirm that's what happened down there, but EK did slip. Here's Porter. And a whistle, and a foul away from the ball. And I believe this is on, nope, it's on Nembhard. His first, team's first. So we remain tied at 2. Just underway. Porter going to the rim hard. Coulibaly battling, and he's fouled by Graham Ike.
And that's the shot quality piece we're talking about. Porter has the size advantage on Nembhard. Take another dribble, get better position, get your feet under you. That's a really difficult shot. He took one similar earlier against Watson. Just better decisions with the ball if you're Porter.
Porter's a tough guard. He's got all that skill, but he is a legit 6'11". There's Anderson. A spin on Stromer. Dusty, a good job to stay with him. Ajayi left it short. EK another rebound, outlet to Nembhard. Gonzaga's got to do something to get the crowd into this game. Watson, jump hook over the double team.
Good recognition from Watson. Has the mismatch with Millette, doesn't settle for kicking it out to a shooter. And right away you see Gonzaga trying to establish the low block with EK and Watson right there.
Shot inside, EK there to affect it. As Ajayi missed again, and now Stromer hesitated, but fired the 3 and buries it anyway. And when the first one goes, maybe that's a good sign for Stromer, who finds his rhythm early.
Well, look, you look across the board, particularly with Nembhard and Stromer, you know both these kids are better shooters than their percentages indicate. For Stromer in particular, shot 35, 36% in high school. It's just been really up and down for him with the jump shot.
The 7-0 run for Gonzaga. Porter to the corner. Back to Porter, left wide open. And the easy bucket, a defensive breakdown there for GU.
Well, Porter doesn't take the first opportunity. Kicks it over to Ajayi in the corner, gets the ball back.
Zags off to a good start. They lead at 7-4. Here's Anton Watson going to work. Create some space, contact, jump hook, money. And then Dusty Stromer in transition. Thought about the corner pass, buried it from the wing. And welcome back to Spokane's Veterans Memorial Arena. Zags off to a hot start. They lead at 7-4 against Pepperdine. Here's tonight's Arby's fan trivia question. Stop by Arby's today. We have the meats. What is the overall series record against Pepperdine? 80-16, 65-31, or is it 74-22? Text your answer to 83200. And I know Richard knows what it is because he did his research.
That's right, but I'm not going to spoil.
There's Coach Few. It's three wins away from 700.
It's crazy.
That's hundo. 700.
How long has a guy got to wait to be inducted in the Hall of Fame?
Seriously, what are we waiting for?
I don't get it. This is why, if you and I mean, they came and asked us for permission to start the game.
Yes.
If people just come to us, we can solve all these issues.
Seriously, like, they give us power, they take it away.
It's so frustrating. You have all the answers and no one asks you to,
Ike. That's Graham Ike right there.
Yeah.
That's where his game's coming.
And sometimes it just takes a game for you to find yourself, the confidence and the consistency. I mean, right here, look, there's no help. He's got one-on-one. Millette comes late, really not non-committal. He's going to be able to do that against anybody, particularly in this conference.
Went right through Boubacar Coulibaly. Three-point play, good for Graham Ike. Graham now with 5 of Gonzaga's 10 points. Zags up by 6. Malik Moore, number 3, now on the floor for Pepperdine. Here's Millette looking for his first bucket. Hangs and misses. Watson clears it. And now Anton will push it down the lane. And a refresh to Nemhard. Stromer drive. Hickman. Dusty feeling it from downtown. That one was long. But it was a good, aggressive look.
You like the initial drive, doesn't force it. And that's where Dusty needs to be. As a young player, particularly if you're having some struggles, lean into being aggressive. You don't want to compound maybe some struggles you're having with being tentative on the floor.
Millette, look at Anton sticking right to him. Here's more, blocked by Watson. Oh, the Zag defense has arrived in Spokane. That was really good team defense.
Oh, really good Anton Watson defense, too. Unbelievable.
Here's Hickman. Ike wanting the ball. He's got it. Graham. Nolan, open 3. Cooper the rebound. Nils Cooper, number 21 on the floor. And I know that last name gets our producer Chauncey Jones's attention. Longtime Laker fan. Of course, his dad was the great Michael Cooper, won 5 titles with the Lakers. He could shoot it. Watson driving, falling, and hitting. Did they call the foul before the shot?
They did on the ground.
Oh, no.
No shot foul on the floor, number 1, Michael Ajayi. That's his first personal, second team foul on the way.
You be the call.
That's the foul. I don't know, Greg. That feels like that's a continuation. He's already in the act of shooting, but either way, you just like the pressure.
Watson off the inbound. Anton. He's in the zone tonight, Richard.
All year. I mean, it's been remarkable. He plays his best against the best teams.
Millette left wide open. The tip jam doesn't go for Petrie. And a whistle and a foul inside against Gonzaga. It's on Dusty Stromer. That is his first. That is 3 team fouls. Eight-point lead. Pepperdine now one of their last 10 field goals. Moore will drive on Braden Huff. Shot for 3. That one was off by Cooper. Offensive rebound. Moore the drive down the lane, missed it. Loose ball again into the corner, saved, and a reset for Pepperdine. Moore back to the corner. And now Petrie. Millette, deep 3 on the way. That's off the front of the rim. Cleared by Watson, kicked. Picked up by Nemhard and rolled to Hickman. And now Anton. Huff and 1. Braden Huff running the floor and in position to finish.
Well, you know, just a broken play. Cooper tries to get the steal on Watson. How about the touch pass from Watson? Avoids the charge. Good patience there from Braden. A chance here for three. And what a great start for Gonzaga, and for Pepperdine just cannot buy a bucket now. 2 of 15, 0 of 4 from the three-point line of the Waves.
And Lorenzo Romar wasting no time. Porter back on the floor, so his break not long. Houston Millette went to the bench. Braden Huff, three-point play. Gonzaga now up 15-4. Zags 6 of their first 10, 9 rebounds. Pepperdine 2 of their first 15, 8 rebounds. And now some trouble. Porter's got it, throws it to the rim off the glass. Holy ricochet. And now Hickman. And now Yo from downtown is off. Petrie clears that miss.
Pepperdine just has to slow down.
I don't think I've ever seen a pass like that. Porter bounce. All alone. Anderson on the baseline. Nice find. Jun Yo. Bounce to Anton.
Gotta go to work here.
Working on Cooper. And a foul called by Vern Harris. 11:46 to play. Opening half. Gonzaga up by 9. To 6 our score, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. Here's tonight's answer to the Arby's fan trivia question. Gonzaga's overall series record against Pepperdine, 65-31, the most recent win on February 18th of 2023. And Gonzaga has now won 45 in a row, which means they were trailing Pepperdine at one time 20-31. I'm like a machine.
It's remarkable. It's just so, I mean, what's Greg good at? Everything.
Oh, dear Lord. Well, it was pretty quick, though, wasn't it?
I was still processing by the time you gave me the answer.
Okay. Nemhard. Here's Hickman. Braden Huff up to set the screen. Porter guarding Nemhard, but sloughing off, Richard. Watson fires a three, well short.
Well, Watson wants the call that Petrie touched it, but officials aren't buying it. Pepperdine ball here. And look, to your point about Nemhard, that's going to be, I think we're going to see that more and more until he knocks down jump shots. Teams are going to give him a big cushion.
Oh, what a pass from Petrie to Anderson. That was money, and a chance for three for Ethan Anderson.
Yeah, second time Anderson's kind of snuck behind the defense. Look at this. I mean, this is a design play. Cuts, Nemhard, just not really in a stance. And June comes over, tries to make the play, but commits the foul. That's good offense for Pepperdine.
15-9. Pepperdine now 4 of 17. Zag 6 of 12. I guess I wasn't shocked that maybe the defense was playing off of Ryan, but the fact that you had your 6'11" Porter guy out on top, guarding a guy who doesn't shoot it well from three. Ball out of bounds, no whistle there. Anton, a lot of contact.
He wants the whistle there. There was a lot of contact there.
Here's Ben Gregg checking in as Anton goes to the bench. I think Anton had a point. He scored 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, a typical start for number 22. Hickman's jump shot is short. And now a foul inside on the rebound, and this will go against Jalen Petrie.
Back regular. Back regular, bro.
Nemhard, 3-ball long. Junio picks it up. He'll drive. Spin. Left hand won't go. Put back doesn't go. Huff grabbed it out of thin air and dumps it through.
Well, credit the effort from June, and then Greg comes in and just gets his hand on the ball, keeps the possession alive. Huff benefits. And that's really the hustle and the toughness you expect from June and Greg when they come into the game.
Good box out by Huff. Nemhard. Here's Hickman. Nolan. Step back three. Bang! Nolan Hickman from downtown. No hesitation. That's what I love. A step back. Can it. Anderson drive. And a foul called. And this will be on Ben Gregg. So that is foul number 6 on GU.
Well, here you see June misses the putback, and there's the tip from Greg. And that's something all coaches talk about. Even if you don't get it, just keeping it alive with that effort might open up an opportunity for another teammate. And it's a good example of that right there.
Porter with the catch. Millette still looking for his first field goal for Pepperdine. He's 0 for 3. The team is 4 of 18. Houston now the drive goes right at Ike. And now Anderson corner 3 is long. Ben Gregg up high for the rebound. Deflection. Got the Stromer anyway. Nolan. Change direction. Here's Jun Young. 10 on the shot clock. And the offensive foul called on Jun Young.
I'm not sure about that. I think it's just a tough angle for the official.
Houston Millette took it to the chest. Again, you be the judge at home.
Not sure about that one, buddy. Good sales job, though.
Hey, well, Pepperdine's close to L.A. now, right? Malibu is right down the road from that famous sign on the hill. And I bet they have some acting courses.
You would think.
At Pepperdine. Porter can't get up high to get that. That's off his hand. Turnover number 3 against Pepperdine. Stromer. Porter, good anticipation there. Millette, left hand won't go. And Porter, I believe, fouled Ben Gregg on the rebound attempt.
And those are the ones you want to convert if you're Pepperdine. You get the turnover, you've got a 2-on-1. You've got to find a way to finish that if you're Millette, or drop it off to Porter, who's trying to fill in from behind.
That's number 1 on Porter. That's 6 on Pepperdine, so one more. Gonzaga will be into the bonus. With just under 9 minutes to play now in this first half. If you're wondering, Dan Dick out on assignment. He needed some more work, so we sent him down like they do in baseball. There's a travel on Ben Gregg.
I thought Chauncey was really delicate about letting him know.
He was, and it was, you know, kind of a mano-a-mano discussion.
Yeah.
And like that's what I love about Chauncey. He's just transparent.
Yeah.
And he looked you right in the eyes and said, "Look, Dan, we need some more work." Good defense inside, but able to find an opening is Koulibaly.
Tough finish there for Koulibaly.
Ike the catch. Graham directing traffic. He wanted more space. Spins too hard, falls off the rim, trying to get it back. And it's run down in the corner by Ajayi, who's on the floor with 2 personal fouls.
Ike just missed that. You know, at some point, if you're Pepperdine, I think you've got to think about doubling off of one of Gonzaga's non-shooters.
Porter, this is a 2. Stromer the rebound. Presley with his first rebound of the game. Ike again calling for the ball. Hickman, another step back 3. In and out, back in! Nolan Hickman with his second make from behind 3.
Millette has to honor the drive, and just enough space for Hickman to get that off. Now 2 threes for Nolan.
Porter the drive, left it in the corner. Koulibaly, mid-range jumper is off. And a long rebound to Hickman. Gonzaga's got numbers. And now Pepperdine gets back. Stromer and a whistle away from the ball. That's on Koulibaly. That's number 7 on Pepperdine, 2 on Koulibaly. Nolan Hickman. Boy, there's the outside shooting that the Zags have been craving. Hickman again, another step back. That one goes as well as the same shot, but he did it too. And welcome back to Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Gonzaga coverage of the game brought to you by Primera. Primera, proud partner of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Zags really going old school, Richard. A lot like that 99 team, getting down on the floor.
Yeah, that's a good call. You know, Watson gets the initial rebound. Cooper comes in, nearly gets the steal. 4 guys end up touching the ball, and just heads up play. Nembhard on the floor. Hickman kicks it up ahead. The touch pass from Watson. Good patience there from Huff.
Yeah, Braden Huff. He's had important minutes in this game with 5 points, couple of rebounds. Well, the Zags up 23-11. They're 9 of 19, 17 rebounds. Pepperdine 5 of 23, 11 rebounds.
Yeah, it's the rebounding +6. You know, and it's a combination, I think, of Gonzaga's defense, but also Pepperdine just has had some stretches. You know, 2 or 3 possessions, you have multiple stretches like that. It adds up over the course of a half of a game where, you know, those empty possessions, it's difficult to beat Gonzaga anywhere if you go those long stretches without scoring and taking good shots.
Graham now 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 points.
What we love about Graham is he makes his free throws. 74% on the season, 3 of 3 here tonight. And he's going to get fouled a lot, particularly in this conference, just given the advantage he has with his strength and size.
Millette. And he gets the shooter's roll. I don't know, was a foot on the line? That was awfully close.
Well, just a good action there from Pepperdine. You know, out of that media timeout, you get Millette coming up off a couple screens, able to step into a comfortable 3-point shot at the top of the key.
Nolan Hickman picked up his dribble. Now Watson. There's EK. Grab EK 2 more.
Yeah, look, I mean, you got a double, right?
Got it. He's gonna end your night. Make someone else get hot. Graham Ike is 3 for 4, 4 rebounds, 3 of 3 from the line, 9 points. Let's take a look at the feet by Millette. Oh yeah, plenty of room. He was a good 3 or 4 inches behind
you doubted.
him. I did doubt. My eyes deceived me initially. But the video doesn't lie, Richard. EK. Graham EK.
And that's good defense from Petrie. Forces a tough, 12-foot jump hook. But this is a Gonzaga team that shoots under 32% collectively from 3. I mean, that's what Graham's going to feast tonight if it's one-on-one coverage for 40 minutes.
Good defense by Hickman. Really moving the feet. Porter firing the 3s off. And Stromer clears that miss. Ryan Nembhard. Anton. Bounce to the post. Graham Ike spin to the glass. And 2 more from the big man. 13 for Graham Ike.
He's going to get himself 30 tonight.
I hope so.
Yeah, and that's part of his package down low that I don't think draws as much attention, is when he does that quick spin, he's really difficult to slow down.
Jai missed. Ike was there to affect that shot. Zags have scored 8 straight, looking for 11. Nembhard from downtown. And that gets his head coach up and happy. 5:03 to play in the opening half. Gonzaga up by 20, 34-14. It is the biggest lead of the game for Gonzaga.
Well, here it is. Feels the pressure, quick spin. Even if you were trying to double, there's no way you could really affect it. And here, I love this shot for Nembhard. In rhythm, nice, simple play there from Stromer. Just kind of teed it up for him, steps into it, quick decision, knocks it down.
Here is the standings after the non-conference schedule in the West Coast Conference. San Francisco off to a good start at 11-4. There's Gonzaga, the only ranked team in the West Coast Conference right now. San Diego, St. Mary's, Santa Clara, we all expect those to be tough games as well. But San Francisco there at 11-4. And listen, I'll be transparent. Coming into this game, I was a little worried. Right? Gonzaga's not been itself the last 3, 4, 5 games, whatever it's been. But man, are they prepared to play tonight?
Yeah, look, that's one thing. There's certainly plenty of issues to talk about with respect to how this team has played this year. Lots of good things too, but the one thing you cannot say is that they haven't come to play every night. I think the approach of this group has been really good.
It's just been execution, right? Is it that simple?
I think as far as the struggles go,
yes. Ajayi left that short. Ben Gregg there defensively.
And just a tough possession there. Porter holds it. You know, puts the ball down. I mean, you're just not. It's one guy, one-on-one basketball, and that's tough to do when you've got Anton Watson defending you. But to your question, Greg, look, obviously they've been hit hard on the depth front. With Venters out to start the year, you know, they had planned on having some guys who ended up not making it to campus. So now you're really effectively playing with 7 guys, 4 of which play on the front line. So it's forced this staff to both really rely heavily on Nembhard and Hickman in particular, but Stromer as well, maybe more than you might have otherwise, given he's a freshman. And then it's forced them to play these kind of jumbo-sized lineups, which I think generally have been productive and good, but it does create some issues for you just because you're asking a guy like Ben Gregg, as an example, to have to guard on the perimeter more than he might have otherwise be comfortable doing. So I think they're just trying to figure that out. But, you know, the shooting, you know, certainly I don't think either one of us expect him to shoot 45% or 40% in conference play, but that number is going to go up. And you say this all the time, Greg, it's a long year.
Oh, yeah.
You've got 2 months to get better.
And as I'd like to remind everybody all the time, too, every one of Gonzaga's goals is still in front of them. Regardless of the record, regardless of the ranking,
right.
It's still about a West Coast Conference championship. It's still about a tournament title. It's still about getting back to the NCAA tournament. And it's still about going as deep as you humanly possibly can, and your talent and your ability allow you to go in there.
Yeah, and we've seen this year. I think you can comfortably say that there's a top 4 or 5 in the country. Everybody's beatable. We saw that. Arizona loses at Stanford.
My word.
Connecticut loses at Seton Hall.
My word.
I mean, you can get beat. In other words, you can beat anybody on the right night.
Yes.
And so it's not about how you did against Connecticut in December. It's like, where are you as a team and as a player when we get into mid-late March? You know, you've got a chance.
Ben Gregg. Another rebound. We started the game talking about Pepperdine's Millette, Ajayi, and Porter. They're 2 of 17 combined. And I know Coach Few is going to be talking about defense. When I talked to him after this game, if Gonzaga goes on to win, he'll talk about the defense first. He wanted to see the Zag defense that started this season in Hawaii. He wanted to see that tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the area that makes this team special, could make them special, is defensively. See you on the other side.
And welcome back. We talked about the fact that this game tonight supporting the Community Cancer Fund. Man, what a venture that has been over these years. It started with Mark and Marcy's Coaches versus Cancer. It's changed into the Community Cancer Fund. You can get involved there at communitycancerfund.org/donate. The money will stay local. Camp Good Times at the YMCA Camp Reed. It's a free summer camp for children affected by cancer. The Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Inland Northwest. Cancer patients across the lodging program with Davenport Hotels. Breast and lung cancer screenings available at reduced cost or complimentary. There's so many ways that money, and it stays locally, but it helps those that are afflicted with that disease, and it helps families. And you know what can't be lost is that the Community Cancer Fund, like, it's millions and millions of dollars. I don't know the exact, I think it was like $5 million last year alone.
Yeah, it's remarkable, the effort.
Yeah, so congratulations to everyone involved, as Watson has his shot blocked by Ajayi, but the Community Cancer Fund is one of those great charities in our community that is certainly worth getting involved with. Braden Huff, 2 more.
Yeah,
About 7.
Watson loses it a couple different times, but then delivers a great pass, and Huff again shows good patience. I think at times for Braden, particularly against some of these bigger name schools, better athletes can get rushed around the rim.
And a block foul called on Hickman. And that is team foul number 9 on GU. So I believe it's Ajayi that will shoot at least a free throw.
Ajayi, as we talked about, Greg, 17 a game, nearly 10 rebounds now, 0 of 5. The shot 48% and 56 from 3 on the year. He's just been unable to get any kind of rhythm.
He was in the active shooting, so it was 2 free throws automatically. 3:10 to play in the opening half. Ajayi hits them both. He's an interesting story. Started in high school, he was 5'7". All of a sudden sprouted. Now he leads the West Coast Conference in scoring.
It's awesome.
Coming from the junior college ranks. 8 double-doubles this season. Foul called on Moore. There's Ken Bone in that shot there. Spent 1 season with Gonzaga, not on the payroll, but certainly is, I don't know, what do we call it? He was an assistant to an assistant.
Assistant to the head coach, I believe.
Yes, and
great guy, Ken.
yeah, of course, former assistant at University of Washington, former head coach at Washington State, former head coach at Portland State, if I remember right as well.
Beat Gonzaga at the Kennel.
Yeah, Jeremiah Dominguez.
That's right.
Hit like 8 threes.
Yeah, called that game on the radio. That was
not
impressive.
Good. That was not. No,
Well,
it
for
wasn't
Portland State.
Yes, it was forgetful. Only I can. And the deflection, it'll stay with Pepperdine, 18 on the shot clock. I think the next 10, 14 games will be so important for Dusty Stromer. And when we get to March, and the Zags get in the NCAA tournament, I think there's a good-looking shot by Millette. Stromer could be a different player.
Well, look, the conference presents its own unique set of challenges, but it's also not UConn and UW every other night. You know, it does allow you as a young player, I think, to get some confidence. And really, you know, it's difficult as a young guy who's being thrust into maybe a role, more of a role than was expected, and maybe he's ready for, to build that confidence. So that's a great opportunity for him, and quite frankly, all these guys.
Foul called on Anton Watson, his second. Yeah, I mean, we got to keep in mind, Dusty was not penciled in to be a starter. He was going to back up Steele Venters.
Yeah,
he suffered that knee injury prior to the season, and then Dusty, he had to play. Had Malachi Smith come back, there would have been a lot more depth.
You know, the kid out of Australia starting for the Sydney Kings, Tui, I believe it is, or Tui.
Yes.
You know, shoots something like 38% over there. Starting for a team trying to win that league. I mean, certainly Gonzaga's had about as bad a luck as they've ever had with respect to their roster construction. But with that being said, you are where you are. So you've got to work with it.
Oh! Nolan Hickman! That was from Sprague.
Well, good.
If you're from Spokane, you know how far away that is.
Well, you love the response from Nolan. Only 7 points the other night against San Diego State over 39 minutes and really struggled shooting the ball.
Jai got himself into trouble. Moore can't handle the fastball from Cord Stansbury. And now the turnover. Actually, it's not. It still belongs to Pepperdine. No, Vern Harris, I think. It is Pepperdine ball. Vern kept pointing the other way.
I think he was pointing the net down here, was caught.
6 on the shot clock, and Millette fires it. Ajayi, big rebound. He missed it, but he's fouled by Braden Huff.
Well, those long threes lead to long rebounds. And Gonzaga unable to corral it. Yeah, I mean, Maybe this gets Ajayi going. Getting a line here late here in the first half.
.9% free throw shooter. Koulibaly just went out for Pepperdine. And Ajayi hits them both. Here's Ben Gregg. Nemhard. Huff fires a three. Short. Stansbury. And now Pepperdine on the move. Ajayi. Stop. Pop. Three. Good. All of a sudden he's got 7.
Well, getting to the line, it's amazing for scorers what that can do. Easy layup, into the free throw line.
Braden Huff. Double comes, fights his way, step through, off the glass.
And that's where he's got a real advantage, particularly when you get into conference play. And we saw that against the SWAC. I mean, sure, he can shoot the three-point shot, but it's other than Ike, he's the guy Gonzaga can go to in a low block and get consistently a good look.
And Millette went right at Braden Huff. Good defense until the shot was released and Braden hit his hand. That's number 2 on Braden Huff. And Pepperdine into the double bonus.
Number 0, Houston Millette.
Millette now with 9 points.
Back in the game, number 21, Mills Cooper.
What pressure does a player feel when you come into a program that's, I mean, think about this, Richard. It's 8 straight Sweet 16s. The last 3 seasons, you're 90-11. 24 straight NCAA tournaments. How much pressure is on these guys to not be the team that ends those streaks?
Yeah, I don't.
Do you feel that as a player?
I don't think you do. I think every season is its own story. Now, you're struggling in non-conference. You certainly understand that this is not normal. And there's some pressure that comes with that. Certainly the narrative is different than it's been the last few years. But at the end of the day, this is the group you have. This is the year you're in. You want to get to the tournament playing your best. And that run had to do the run has had a lot to do with talent and with coaching, but also luck. You have to be playing. You have to be playing well. You have to be healthy, and you have to have a few things go your way. Gonzaga's had a great run of all these things kind of coming together. It starts with that talent, but a lot of things have to go right. And I love your perspective. All their goals are still in front of them.
Yeah.
And that includes getting to another second weekend in a Sweet 16.
Well, and they got off to a good start. They get to the top 10. This isn't a top 10 team in the country right now.
Nope.
I don't think anybody are. Like all these years I've been doing this now. Like I always ask coaches when I call games when there's a ranked team. I'm like, okay, coach, how good are you? Coaches know.
Yeah.
Like they know. And Coach, you would not put this team in the top 10 back in November and December. And Ben Gregg will go to the free throw line. Now, I think the pieces are there. They stay healthy. And you get some players with confidence. You get Dusty Stromer another month and a half older. You get Braden Huff another month and a half older, playing key games.
Well, think about that. They have
You'd never know in the NCAA
They have 2
tournament.
freshmen they need to play a lot and well. As you see, Greg comes in. This is 5 rebounds for Ben. And, hasn't scored yet. But it's just, in 7 minutes, he's got 5 rebounds. It's really remarkable what Ben can do. He doesn't need the ball to have an impact. You saw it right there. Yeah, but that's a great call, though. The development that you hope to see from Stromer and Huff as we move through conference play, you're hoping pay real dividends for you when you get to March.
They've put 1 second back on the clock. They may be putting a little bit more here before it's all said and done.
What do you want to talk about while we wait?
Ben Gregg without a field goal attempt, but 5 rebounds. 3 fouls. There's 1.5 on the clock, so enough for a heave. And Ben Gregg his first point.
Gonzaga substitution back in the game, number 21, Jun Suk-yeol.
Graham Eco just checked out, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Ben Gregg hit them both. And now he'll defend the inbound. This is Malik Moore. That's well short. 45-27. Skew that out. 90-54. His coach Few saw what he needed to see from his team in the first 20 minutes.
I think you love the response. Really difficult loss the other night against San Diego State. No hangover. This group seems ready and excited to start conference play. That's a great first half to start.
It's a new year. It's a new season for Gonzaga. Ranked number 24, they lead Pepperdine at the half. 45-27 halftime at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Straight ahead. And welcome back. Downtown Spokane. The ice ribbon. Beautiful wintertime activity. There's Blake Steppen. Wow, and Richard's wife, the one that buys all of her own Christmas presents.
My much better half.
Yeah, there's Blake Steppen. Always good to see that guy. Yeah, well, they look chummy. And anyways, all right. We came into the game talking about these 3 offensive players for Pepperdine that can really get it done. 2 of them lead the league in scoring. Gonzaga's defense did a job today.
Pepperdine just really hasn't been comfortable at all. It was not comfortable at all in that first half. Credit a lot of that to Gonzaga's effort on that end of the floor. But we saw that concern you and I had going into the game for Pepperdine, which was take your time, take good shots. You see the first half here, Ajaji only 7 points, 1 of 6 from the field, and Millett of 2 of 7, 9 points. And to your point about Porter, he's 1 of 7 from the field. So, combined, you've got 4 made field goals from your top 3 offensive players. Credit Gonzaga for doing a great job on that end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you start put the math together. These guys get to 20 each. Porter has that breakout game that everybody expects him to have at some point in time coming off that injury. And you could look at a situation where Pepperdine was able to score enough points to really make this difficult tonight for Gonzaga. But credit to the coaching staff for preparing and having them ready to go. And really, it's been a stifling defensive effort for Gonzaga.
Yeah, and from the very beginning of the year when we started calling these games, that was what stood out to us, was what this team in Gonzaga could be defensively. They don't have a traditional shot blocker, that's fine. What they have, though, is some real toughness, the ability to switch a lot on that end of the floor, and you saw that here tonight, just really difficult to score on.
Well, boy, the Inland Northwest Spokane, beautiful in the winter. So's that score, back in a moment. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Join us at Coeur d'Alene Casino for a mouth-watering steak dinner, pampering spa treatment, or the hottest games around. Coeur d'Alene Casino, a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home. And welcome back to Spokane, Washington. We remain at the half. Hello, Ryan Gee. And that check just presented Community Cancer Fund, Providence, and I believe that's the Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Mick, Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, I believe, Mick, they're in the way, but $100,000, and that's what tonight really is about. Of course, it's about Gonzaga basketball, as it always is, but this night specifically about the Community Cancer Fund and all that it does, and all of the money that it brings into that effort. And you know, I don't think any of us are immune from that terrible disease. So kudos to everyone that participated and donated money and continues to donate money. It's not going away, and of course that disease is not going away, so the help is much appreciated and will always be a need for it. Okay, Nolan Hickman.
Nice bounce back game.
Yeah, got some confidence and some desire from downtown, as I like to say.
Well, look, a couple guys that responded well. You know, Hickman, 39 minutes against San Diego State, twisted his ankle there earlier in the game and just struggled. Only 2 of 9 from the field was Hickman against San Diego State, 2 of 4 from 3, but really didn't do anything there in the second half. Great response tonight. And then Braden Huff. You know, he's a guy we've seen flashes of his ability to score the ball. Tonight, 4 of 5 from the field, a perfect 4 of 4 inside the arc. This is what makes him special right now. He has the ability to stretch you out defensively. That's awesome with a three-point shot, but it's really his ability to score on a low block that makes him different. It's good to see him tonight bounce back after struggling against San Diego State and really try to assert himself on the low block.
And here's the first half stats brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort and Hotel. Anything jumping out there that we didn't already know? The rebounds, Gonzaga dominating the glass, points in the paints, fast break points. Pepperdine without a point. Surprised by that?
No, it's hard to score in the transition when the other team is making shots. And Gonzaga shot it at a really good clip. I mean, 42% from the three-point line. Not sure we've seen that in a half all year.
All right, second half when we come back, 45-27. And Veterans Memorial Arena, 45-27 our score. Gonzaga led by Graham Ike's 13 points. Ben Gregg led the team in 5 rebounds. Anton Watson had 3 assists, but Hickman had 9. Braden Huff had 9. Good numbers. Offense spread around. Houston Millette led Pepperdine with 9 points. Well, we're looking around, making sure the nets are ready to go so history doesn't repeat itself. Back in a moment. And welcome back to Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Number 24 Gonzaga 45, Pepperdine 27. As we get ready now for the start of this second half. Greg Heister, Richard Fox were courtside for this next 20 minutes. Game number 1 on the West Coast Conference schedule for both Gonzaga and for Pepperdine. Good start for the Zags, long way to go. And you know what they say about big leads in the first half, Richard?
They're not safe.
Yes, they're big leads in the first half. Nemhard, Stromer.
Nice pass. Nemhard there. Good decision.
Dusty short on that 3 attempt. He did hit a 3 in that first half. Now 1 for 3 of the game. There's Ajayi. Dusty there. Anton Watson digging. Anderson bounce. Coulibaly trying to create space. Ike up with him. And the bucket goes for Boubacar Coulibaly.
Ajayi, good patience there. Watson comes over to double. Takes his time. Anderson with a nice delivery off that initial pass from Ajayi.
Graham Ike. Nemhard. Throw it up. Ike the finish. Graham with 15.
Sometimes you think Nemhard just doesn't see the pass, but he's so good at just waiting to let his big guy get to where he's going to be most successful. Nice delivery there.
Coulibaly a long way away. Here's Millette. Catch and shoot, fouled by Hickman. And Nolan knows that he just made a grave mistake. You know, listen, you know coaches and you hear pundits on the TV, you never foul the jump shooter. It must be a lot harder to not foul him than we think. Because it happens a lot. It happens a lot.
Well, I think part of it is just the game has changed so much. You see the volume of threes taken, jump shots has gone up so much. You just see more of them because you see more jump shots. But it is difficult. You're trying to close out. You're trying to challenge.
They let now 1 or 2.
I never had that problem.
You never had to close out ever on a 3.
I was directly told, don't even try. Just, let's hope they miss. And
hey, don't
go
leave
get the rebound.
Spot.
Go get the rebound.
47-31. Nolan Hickman. Here's Watson. Anton, big first half. Stromer trying to get around Anderson. Good defense, and now a quick whistle. And a foul is called on number 20, Ethan Anderson. Graduate player from Carson, California. Transferred in from SC, also played at Wyoming. Here's Nemhard. Nolan Hickman in the paint. Oh, the little runner. That's pretty.
Comes off a down screen there from Ike. A little curl from Hickman. It's amazing. You knock down a few jump shots and just your confidence level goes up. Both Hickman and Nemhard are good with those 12 to 13 foot floaters.
There's some help inside. Watson almost had himself another steal. Only trailing John Stockton now in Gonzaga basketball history. Career steals 4 on the shot clock. Millett's got it. Got to get it off. And doesn't. Anton Watson was there to make sure he didn't. Listen, I know the NBA is like I've been told all these years. If you're going to get to that league, you better be really good at one skill. Anton's good enough defensively.
He's awfully special on that end of the floor. I think the question is also just what position do you guard at that level?
Yeah.
And for Anton, at 6'8" or so, he's going to have to guard a lot on the perimeter.
2s and 3s.
Yeah. And that's certainly the 2s and 3s at that level a little different than Mallette is here at Pepperdine.
That's what I love about Richard. He just always brings it back to reality for me. Stromer into the paint, hangs, left that short, but he'll shoot free throws.
I'm happy to know you appreciate that.
Foul called on Michael Ajayi. It's okay, Anton. I still believe.
I didn't say no. I'm just you asked the question, and I'm providing you with at least my best, the best of my ability, my insight, knowledge. I'm told all the time I'm wrong. So daily, in fact.
Oh boy. Dusty 3 points, 4 rebounds, now 0 for 1 from the line.
You've liked the rebounding from Dusty all year.
Yeah.
And that's been one area where he's been consistent. He's got a real nose for the ball off the glass.
He and Nembhard. Nembhard has over 4 rebounds a game from his position. Anderson. Crafty left it for Coulibaly, but Nembhard stripped him. And now Ryan to Watson to the rim and the lay-in. That's beautiful basketball.
Yes, it is. That is how you run a fast break.
And a timeout, Lorenzo Romar. And that play got the fans in this building.
What you love is you got Hickman on the left side of the floor. First off the strip. Eyes up, push it. He's got multiple options. None better than Anton Watson. Nice finish. Gonzaga in control.
Brought to you by Multicare Health System. Whether you're at home or in the kennel, Multicare's team of doctors, nurses, and specialists partner with you all season long. We go back to the defense by Ryan Nembhard, the offense by Nembhard and Watson, but this is good.
Yeah, I just love it, the way he always has his eyes up and just delivers it early. So often you see guards take an extra dribble, get themselves into trouble. That's a perfect example of what a fast break should look like.
Way to go, Ryan Nembhard.
Five assists now, 1 turnover for Ryan.
Transfer from Creighton. Got that program a year ago. Was it 1 possession away from the Final Four?
Yep.
Watching that game. Here's Porter. He's been quiet. Ajayi started to get it going. No whistle there. Throws it to the rim. Porter crashes the board for the rebound. A lot of contact. And no whistle. My kind of game.
It's got a little hockey in it. Well, DK, I mean, that's effectively a wall. And Porter knocks it out.
That's a good no call. Zag ball. EK posting it up. There's Nembhard. Here's Hickman. Nolan hit 2 threes in the first half.
See if they get the ball inside here. EK comes out here, sets the ball screen.
Coulibaly with the hedge. EK open. The help was Porter, but Graham scored anyway.
And Nembhard gets that lane to open, that passing lane, with his eyes. He looks over to the left side of the floor, forces just the help side defense just to take a step out there. He does that consistently with the bigs.
And that's off of EK, out of play. So Pepperdine ball. Zag's on a 9-2 run.
And, it just shows you what a great passing point guard can do for you, particularly as a post player. I mean, he's just spoon feeding EK there, 2 points.
Foul call against Gonzaga, number 0. That's his second personal foul.
That foul called on Ryan Nembhard. That's his second. That's 2 fouls on Gonzaga this half. Pepperdine with 2 as well. Coulibaly will run it down. 16 minutes to play. Game number 1 on the West Coast Conference schedule for Gonzaga Pepperdine. This is the 4th year in a row that Pepperdine has opened their West Coast Conference schedule on the road in Spokane. How about that luck?
Who'd they upset at the league office? What'd they do?
I couldn't believe it when I read that. They better not be buying any lottery tickets. Tonight's Smiles of the Game brought to you by Delta Dental. We're on a mission to help make Washington State 100% cavity free. To learn more, visit cavityfreewa.com. Brought to you by Delta Dental of Washington, proud supporters of Healthy Smiles and your Gonzaga Bulldogs. They just announced the attendance. They said there's 12,000 people. We should go wide. If we can go to a wide shot, they're waving the white towels in here tonight.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty nice. There it is. Hello, Community Cancer Fund.
Well, it also shows you, the Kentucky game last year was ridiculous. But if you need to play in this arena for whatever reason, people are going to come.
Yeah. All right, Gonzaga back on offense. They're 4 of 5 to begin this half. Ike can't get to that pass, but hit the glass. Anderson picks it up for Pepperdine. Millette, Nembhard, great closeout. Got to the free throw line, lets it go. Graham Ike with another rebound. That's his 5th. Graham now 17 and 5. I think that was the first turnover for Gonzaga in, 25 possessions?
Yeah.
Did a great job until then. Watson. Left hand won't go. Porter. And now Anderson. Ajayi for 3. Line drive shot.
You love that.
Downtown.
That's a controlled drive from Anderson. Leads to a great spot-up shot for Ajayi.
Michael Ajayi now 11 points, 9 rebounds. So he's on his way to another double-double. It would be his 9th of the season. Stromer, corner 3, long. Watson with a great rebound. Putback goes, and a chance for 3 for the great Anton Watson. And that'll get him to double digits.
It's the hardest ones to rebound defensively, those air balls. And I mean, he's just expecting it to come off the rim. And Watson, right place at the right time. Good strength there to score through the contact.
13 foul on the ways.
Anton, 4 of 9 from the floor. He's 2 of 2 from the line tonight. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. That's literally a typical night for Anton Watson, short on the free throw.
I think that's a sign of a great player. Is my offense isn't there, can I still help us win by doing other things?
Ajayi.
Watson's been doing that for a long time.
Ajayi just drug his foot, no whistle. There's more. This is Cooper. June Yo there defensively, and a foul called on June.
Foul on the floor. Gonzaga number 21, June Yo. That's his 5th personal. 13 foul on the Bulldogs.
14:06 to play. June Yo now with 3 personal fouls. That's 3 on Gonzaga this half. And that's off of the Zaga on that far side. Cooper and Ike tipped it away from Coulibaly. So Pepperdine having a hard time getting it in right now. Junio guarding that inbound. Here's Millette. Moore. And a whistle. And a foul on Gonzaga. And that's on Junior. That's his fourth.
Just, you know, he's physical. He's there, but it's just a little bit too much contact. That left hand touches Moore's midsection.
Moore, good catch. Lets it go. EK. And now Nemhard. Hickman got the defender in the air. No look. EK down the lane. And a chance for three. Oh, when it is right, it is good. That's awesome.
It's nice when you knock down 3 threes in the first half. They've got to honor the jump shot and the love little flare there on the dump off there to EK. EK putting himself another night, man. 19 points, 8 of 10 from the field. And now, perfect from the line, 4 of 4. See how I did that? I waited until after the ball went in. I don't know why you play-by-play guys can't figure that out.
You have uncompromised timing. Miss by Ajayi, but another chance for Pepperdine. And now Moore. He's got to go at Anton Watson. Gave it up. Cooper, corner three. Hit the side of the glass. Offensive rebound blocked by EK. Here's Hickman with his head up. Here's the lob. Ben Gregg, I think, was hoping to catch it. Graham thought it was to him, and he tipped it out, but that was to Ben Gregg.
Pepperdine substitution back in the game, number 14.
So the turnover gives it back to Pepperdine. Can't blame Graham for that.
No.
Doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. He was just going for the ball. Here's Cooper. Malik Moore, sophomore from Ventura, California, number 3. Koulibaly out to set the screen. Anderson down the lane, left it. Cooper the finish off the reverse.
I like the tempo Anderson plays with.
Watson. What a catch. And no whistle. Well, Anton took a shot on that catch. 12:48 to play, 59-36. Graham Ike. There's the hedge, and they've got it. Anderson poked it away. Gonzaga, 24 consecutive possessions without a turnover now. That's like 3 in the last 5 or something.
Well, I think part of it is just trying to make the spectacular play, throwing it over the top right there. Ike just kind of careless with the ball.
Anton Watson kept it alive. Ike came up with the ball. And a whistle.
Mark Few just asking his group, slow down, be patient. Move the ball, we'll get into our offense.
Here's Graham. Actually 3 turnovers the last 7 possessions for Gonzaga. Ben Gregg. Anton Watson. Corner 3. Bang! Watson with 13.
How improved has he gotten from the three-point line? 45% this year, now 1 of 3 tonight. An area he struggled with the first 3 years of his career. He has really turned that part of his game around.
And I'm telling you, because of that shot, there's a place for him the next level. Ben Gregg. And now Nemhard. Great steal by Ike. Graham into the corner. Nemhard open 3. Bang! Ryan Nemhard from downtown. He's got 6. Man, when it works.
Well, it's the ball movement, quick decisions. Watson in the corner, that's a 45% shooter, and this is the second 3 tonight for Nemhard, both off catch and shoot looks. You love that for him.
And welcome back to Spokane Veterans and Memorial Arena. Greg Heister, Richard Fox. Upcoming schedule for Gonzaga will be in town again for San Diego. And then the Zags go on the road at Santa Clara, at Pepperdine. I think we're on that LA trip too. At San Diego, and then
that's a lot of time you and I together.
Man, aren't you lucky?
Yeah.
Aren't you lucky? And what's going on around the West Coast Conference? How about Washington State and Oregon State to join next season in basketball? A lot to unpack there. St. Mary's scoring defense, giving up 58.5 points a game, and Toreros 9-1 at home at the Slim Jim. USF 11 non-conference wins. Is the league, we don't have Dan here, so the West Coast Conference greatest cheerleader is not here.
He's getting some sort of, at least a stipend.
A kickback?
It's the league, certainly if you look at the non-conference, lowest winning percentage at 56%. Since 2019, I think one win. I believe that's St. Mary's against Colorado State, if I'm remembering correctly. So, but what you get in the league, Greg, and you know this better than anybody, is the familiarity between these programs just makes life difficult as Moore knocks down the tough jump shot. And everywhere Gonzaga goes, that is the game of the year.
Moore, that was just a 2. Peter on the line, that's his first field goal. Nemhard, here's Braden Huff. Backing his way in on Petrie, shot up. Boy, so soft.
He's going to have a big year in the league. Petrie's a good defender, length and strength. No help comes. Petrie just puts his right hand down just enough. Automatic whistle from the official, and you said it, the touch that Huff has.
And he's the 4th Zag in double digits tonight with 11 points, 5 of 6 shooting. There's Moore bumped by Braden. Ajayi to Anderson, and now Moore driving the baseline right into Anton Watson. A delayed whistle, and they give it to Anton.
I think Anton may have thought just got caught, didn't get there in time, didn't get a step strike, couldn't go up and try to challenge a shot.
He was going to try to deny the dunk, but that was coming. Long rebound to Petrie, another chance for Pepperdine. Ben Gregg out on Petrie. Free throw line jumper rattles in. Petrie, his first field goal. Zags up by 27. It was Cooper on the bucket. I stand corrected. Chauncey Jones wanted to make sure that his guy got credit.
Nemhard, nice little take there. I haven't heard Chauncey say much about the Lakers this year.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, I'm tired of hearing about him, though. Anderson, Moore, corner 3, bingo.
So Anderson can play. I love the way, the pace he plays with. He's under control and makes simple plays for Pepperdine. He's had 3 or 4 of those now where he gets into the teeth of the defense.
Nolan Hickman. He's 4 of 5, got 14 points.
Miscommunication there from Pepperdine. He's wide open from the 3-point line.
Who says the Zags can't shoot the 3 ball? They're 8 of 17 tonight. And that will cure a lot of ills.
Yes,
right?
It provides you
more
room for error. If you can knock down the 3-point shot, it changes how teams have to guard you. If you're not knocking down the 3-point shot, is nice high-low there. Huff to Greg. If you start knocking down shots, you're harder to guard. But more importantly, Greg, if you turn it over, have a rough stretch, you've still got the 3-point shot to get back into a game.
Ajayi for 3, that one's off. Yeah, just think about it. Zags hit 3, defense can't sag. It opens up all the lanes. It gives Graham a lot of open opportunities, and also he's not fighting through double teams a lot down there. He gets going. Then you got Ben Gregg and Braden Huff.
Well, and
of course, Anton.
We've seen a lot of the big lineup here tonight for Gonzaga, and I've been a fan of it all year. But the league, it's just going to be difficult for the conference to play with Gonzaga and the size that they could put on the floor.
Ben Gregg. And that whistle called on Nils Cooper, the freshman from Los Angeles. And if you weren't here in the first half, that is the son of Michael Cooper, number 21. Boy, could he shoot the ball.
Good guard.
Back in the day, Showtime in Los Angeles with Magic. Chauncey Jones. He is Mr. Laker. He just said in my ear, Ali Utikwi. Nembhard somehow kept his feet on the floor. 7 on the shot clock, 8 minutes to play. Nembhard. A lot of head fakes, drives, blocked from behind by Ajayi. 1 second on the shot clock. 7:55 to play. Timeout on the floor. Zach Ball when we come back. And welcome back. CommunityCancerFund.org/donate. Get involved. If you've been involved, thank you. It's what this game was all about. There's the 1999 Zag team, a reunion this weekend. They're all in town. There's a big check. Blake Stepp there on the left. The better half of Richard Fox there as well. But $100,000 presented tonight with that very gigantic check from the Community Cancer Fund.
Yeah, we're both lucky to call Spokane home, and one of the things I think that makes this town special is the fact that it really is a community, and it's really well represented in not only what Community Cancer Fund does, but all kinds of local organizations in a variety of ways, but specifically with respect to cancer and children's health care.
And it's a big little city, big heart. Anton Watson got it away. Koulibaly and Huff get tied up. Possession arrow goes to Pepperdine. But how about that? Out of a timeout, they get Anton Watson a good look.
That's a good play.
1 on the shot clock. Here's Ajayi. More to the post, poked away by Huff out of play. 15 on the shot clock. Pepperdine ball. All right.
Talk to me.
So tomorrow, people are going to say to Richard Fox, yeah, but it was Pepperdine. Your response is going to be what?
I thought they were going to say, man, that Greg Heister.
Watson run out in the two-handed flush. But seriously, what is your response going to be when, the naysayers that exist out there? Well, Gonzaga, they can't beat San Diego State, but they can beat up on Pepperdine.
Well, I'm going to want to tell them to get over themselves, but if I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to say is, look, I love the perspective you have, which is it's a long year.
Yeah.
Everything's in front of them, and as important as it is to play well night in and night out, you want to get these marquee wins. At the end of the day, I'm pretty indifferent. I want them to be playing. I want them to grow. I want them to be playing their best basketball come March, because at the end of the day, that's really what this program is now about.
Ben Gregg short on the 3, loose ball. Anton Watson runs it down. Listen, I don't want to use the word spoiled because it's overused. But this has been 20 years of greatness.
Well, not just that, the last 8 years or whatever it is, as you see, just Nembhard again, eyes up. That's just a special pass in the finish from Watson. I mean, what, 8 Sweet 16s in a row?
Yeah.
Like, that's not normal.
8 Sweet 16. No, it's the 4th program ever to do it. The other 3, UCLA, Duke, and North Carolina. They're 90 and 11 coming into this over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, and you've been, I think, 4 Elite Eights, or 4, and then you've been to
2 championship games.
I mean, look.
But my point is that it's a process. This team is in a process. It's not a finished product. It wasn't finished when the season started. it wasn't finished
Yeah,
when you started suffering injuries and you get really thin, and now you got to rely on inexperience to get on the road and play a schedule that you built for a different team that you had planned for.
That's a great point.
Right? And so now you just got to let the process unfold as Braden Huff goes high for the rejection.
It's called for the foul here, but that's a nice rotation on the back line from Huff. Really Gonzaga's most naturally gifted shot blocker. And that's all clean. Definitely clean up top.
Well, the fans are getting upset. He obviously hit him with the body. He got all ball, but from the chest down, a lot of contact.
You know, when you think back on the most recent part of this run, the last 8 years, I mean, we've had years where you go look at him in the fall and you're thinking to yourself, the staff's literally playing with the margins. You know, can we get 4 or 5% more out of this group? No, this is normal. There's a lot of growth for this group, and what I like about them more than anything is that they've got great character. They're tough. And, when you talk to the staff, and I know you've heard this from Mark directly, this is a group that really likes each other.
Yeah.
They pull for one another. They're really nice. They're pleasant to coach. They want to get better. You give me all those ingredients and a talented group to boot, they're going to be fine.
I don't like the word fine.
Okay. They're going to be
good.
They're going to be okay.
12,015 in this building today.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
We have the best seats.
And I wish they'd all start going home so we didn't take so long to get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Life of a broadcaster.
Listen, but here's the deal. Everybody thinks that way. I'm just the one that said it out loud. From the corner, that three is off from Stansbury. Ball on the floor. Both teams still going hard. And a jump ball called. And it'll be Gonzaga ball. I'm just kidding. I could watch Gonzaga play all night. But I don't know, this run has been so many years. Every one of these teams has been so different. But when I look back, I think, at least for me, my most favorite years are the ones that they do evolve.
Yeah, I agree.
They start doing something in January that you thought in November they couldn't.
It's a more interesting season. And you and I can speak to that firsthand. I mean, there's something about watching a team grow and players grow versus as awesome as it is as you see Pepperdine with a tip to know you should be going to a Final Four, or that's with the kind of talent you have. There's something to be said for just kind of experiencing the journey with the team.
So I can't wait to see how good Dusty Stromer is in another month, because I know the coaching staff has been really high on him. They see him at practice. We see what we see in games. And that all converges at some point in time in a kid's career.
Yes.
Like when you see him at practice, you see him what they can do. Maybe you don't quite see it all on the floor, but at some point you do. That day's coming soon for Dusty Stromer. And Braden Huff, I think, is, those two guys to me are so important. Junio's another one.
Yeah, I'm high as Huff gets called for the offensive foul here. Cooper steps in. I'm really high on June. Now, I understand if you look at his stat sheet or stat line for the year, it doesn't jump out at you, but he has high-end size. He's a good athlete, and I love that he plays hard. His mistakes are typically mistakes of effort or mistakes of inexperience. I can coach up both those things.
Porter the catch, and he'll go to the free throw line. Guys, how about Millette, Ajayi, and Porter? Now 6 of 33. Zag's defense been tough. 3:58 to play. Back in a moment. 80-45. 3:58 to play. Greg Heister, Richard Fox at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Graham Ike came to work early. Richard.
Yeah, and I think we might be looking at the player of the year in the conference. Just going to be a problem night in and night out for the league. especially if you don't double him. I mean, he effectively single coverage most of the night. You see how effective he is. 8 of 10 from the field, made all 4 of his free throws, did a good job rebounding the ball, only 1 turnover. Clearly a guy who's getting more and more comfortable just being back out on the floor. Sure, there's an adjustment. You're at a new program. They're playing different than what you were accustomed to at Wyoming. But I think more than anything, he's just getting comfortable again being on the floor.
He is our A to Z rental player of the game. No job too big or too small. With 8 convenient locations, we run everything. Let A to Z rental be your most valuable player. He's got a great sense of humor and the greatest laugh in the history of the world. Like, in the history of the whole world. Graham Ike. 20 points, 8 of 10, 4 of 4 from the line, 7 boards. Dusty Stromer. Pavle Stosic, number 14 on the floor for Gonzaga. So was Joe Few. He finds Ben Gregg. Ben Gregg the lay-in assist to Joe Few. Porter down the lane. Easy conversion. He's got 6. Junio, great fake, got to the free throw line. Missed the jumper. That's 7 assists for Joe Few in his career at Gonzaga. Millette out of control, got it to Ajayi. Boy, he's got a strange rotation on the ball when he shoots it, yeah, but it goes in.
He's got a really good base, though. He gets under the ball. It's a bit of a line drive, but it goes in.
Oh, let me correct this. In 33 minutes this season, Joe Few has 7 assists. Is that right, Brock? Yes. So he's got 7 assists this season. Stosic in and out. Junio crashing the boards. Here's Cooper. And that'll be Gonzaga ball. Pepperdine just 6 points off Gonzaga turnovers. Gonzaga had 12 turnovers, resulting in just 6 points. That was really the story of the game against San Diego State. They turned Gonzaga's turnovers, even though there wasn't a huge differential in turnovers. They created 21 points off Gonzaga turnovers.
Yeah, by the end of the game, Gonzaga had kind of flipped the script with their own press and caused San Diego State some problems. But it was just how quickly those points off turnovers for San Diego State accumulated. I mean, it was a 3 to 4 minute stretch.
Turnover three, like bang,
layup.
bang.
I mean, it was just, and it's really hard to withstand that. And then you're down 15 in the effort to get, I think 6 minutes or so left. It's a 3-point game, but at that point, you've already exerted so much energy. And when you don't have the depth that you want to have, that adds up.
Stosic left it short. There's Millette. Colby Brooks stood in front of it.
Good defense from Colby.
And that is knocked down by Cord Stansbury.
Using his head.
There's Stosic. Junio backdoor cut. It's taken away. Number 23, Curtis Williams on the floor for Pepperdine. Stansbury got the shooter's bounce. Cody with 5. Joe Few. Got some long arms guarding him over there. Gassama 6'9", 215. Joe thought about shooting it. 10 on the shot clock. Brooks into the lane, poked away. Now he's tied up by Porter. It'll be Pepperdine ball. 1:18 to go. This will be 46 consecutive victories against Pepperdine.
It's a lot, Greg.
And only 7 of those 46 were separated by 10 points or less. And I remember
how good they were
at the beginning of this run, players like McGowan and Jimmy Miggins
They had pros.
They had pros on those teams, and like that was the game of the year for Gonzaga to go play
that
Pepperdine.
week, I remember my redshirt year, Dick Howe's senior year, and Pepperdine went to the tournament.
Paul
3 or 4
Westfall
years.
was the head coach.
That was we would practice.
Yes.
As redshirts, we'd get 6 guys to defend the 5. Because that's what it felt like to play those guys. They were so athletic,
so tough.
aggressive. Yeah, and that's it. Really tough group.
Yes. Oh! There's a block on Millette. Didn't give Stromer enough room to catch the ball. But I remember the game at the Kennel.
Yeah, I know exactly what
Really close game. There was all the drama. I was sitting courtside calling the game on radio. And I remember Dick out came over to inbound the ball right in front of me. And Westfall got into a conversation with Dan, and they were chirping at each other. Like, there was so much drama in those games with Gonzaga Pepperdine. It was a heated rivalry back then. It was different than the Gonzaga-St. Mary's rivalry of today, where there's tremendous respect between those programs.
Right.
Gonzaga Pepperdine was
like
a different feel.
No.
Yeah. It's a different feel.
It's my favorite kind of rivalry, buddy.
Which one?
The one where you just don't like the other dude.
Yeah, see. Yeah, Richard's got a little mountain man in him. Of course, he played in the Big 12. Tough and rugged.
Best league at the time.
Still is, isn't it?
Might be.
The ACC wasn't better then?
No, that was really during the 90s. I'm not that old, so I didn't play in the 90s. Thank you, Greg.
The 90s were still good for the ACC.
No, that's what I'm saying. ACC in the 90s was.
Okay. Joe Few bounce. Brooks trying to back his way in. Now hangs and hits. Colby Brooks. Millette into the lane. Colby with the rebound. Now he gave it right back to Millette. And now a foul call. 28.6 seconds to play. And it's on Colby Brooks. That's his second personal. Well, it'll be Richard and I again on Saturday for San Diego. This is a long trip to the minors for Dan Dickow. We hope to have him back soon.
Yeah.
This is not a punishment.
I think we both thought Chauncey was maybe a little bit of an overreaction.
Yes.
But
maybe
he had his reasons. And, we wouldn't be where we are without Chauncey. So.
Yeah, or Dan. Or Dan.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We miss you, Dan. Come back soon. Here's Junio. 86-60.
Not a bad way to start league play.
Boy, I'd say.
In front of 12,000. Good response after a tough loss to San Diego State. They could take that if you're Mark Few.
Joe Few just going to try to dribble it out. And now that'll do it. 86-60, the final score. Gonzaga begins West Coast Conference play with their 10th victory of the season. Hickman a season-high 3 in threes. EK 3 straight 20-plus point games. Nemhart ended an 0 for 13 slump. He was 2 for 3 from behind the arc tonight and held Waves to a season-low field goal percentage. Zag's defense, that's really what I carry from this game.
Yeah, and that's what we saw to start the year. And that's really, I think, what needs to be the foundation of what this team's identity is going to be moving forward. They got to know every night they're going to be able to defend at a high level. We saw that tonight, and they did a good job on the glass as well. If the three starts coming, that's just...
Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. For Richard, I'm Heister. We'll see you Saturday.